Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today we're going to go over the Conquest Extreme Map, how to complete all of these goals and missions that you have to do, as in getting the strongholds in so many turns. The video is going to be broken down into a few different pieces, because you're going to have to do some of these stronghold goals in one run, reset the map, start back over, and do the rest of the goals in one or two other separate runs to explain which strongholds we are unlocking. So that if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I'll explain them a little bit further. While I'm doing this, I'm going to try out a few different pitchers in different spots in my rotation to see which pitchers are the best for this. I'm thinking so far the best pitchers for playing the computer will probably be the tops now Lucas Giolito when he threw the no-hitter, and the tops now Alec Mills when he threw the no-hitter, because they both have max 125 hits per 9, as well as they both have good home runs per 9. And I think that's the most important against the computer, especially because you have to play them on higher difficulty. So the attributes like those are really going to matter. Also, guys, before we get into doing this Conquest Extreme, please hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below what you guys think about the Conquest Extreme, as well as hit the notification bell so you know when I'm uploading more videos. I appreciate all the support you guys have given me so far, and the channel just continues to grow. Now, let's get into it. The first goal, as you guys will see if you look at the goal list, is going to be beat the Minnesota Twins in the first turn. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to go down here. We're going to attack them directly with that quick line right there. We're going to have to play them on Hall of Fame. Just so you guys know, this is the line right here. You just do 3 squares down there. You can go either the route I went or you can go this route. It really doesn't matter. So let's get into this game. We're going to play the Twins on Hall of Fame. After I get this dub, I'll be right back to keep going through the Conquest map. So we beat the Minnesota Twins in the first turn here. Had to beat them on Hall of Fame. I used Lucas Giolito as my third pitcher, and by doing that against the Twins, if you're using your third pitcher, you face Jose Barrios, the live series, and you're going to face all live series teams. So once you've completed this Twins stronghold right here, you're going to go down, you're going to cut over to the Astros with the 2 nodes here. You're going to steal fans, and my advice here would be to steal the fans against the Houston Astros. So you're going to go in here, you're going to go in the menu, you're going to go down to the Houston Astros. So you just beat the Twins on Hall of Fame. So we feel like you can beat the Astros on Hall of Fame. They have a much better lineup, much better pitching than the Twins do, in my personal opinion. If you feel like you can beat the Astros on Hall of Fame, play them for the 4 fans on Hall of Fame. If not, I'm pretty sure you can get away with playing them on All-Star here, but you're going to have to play them on Hall of Fame again. I don't know if you want to mess with your pitch timing at all. Me, personally, I'm going to steal the fans right here on Hall of Fame. I'm going to get into this game. I'm going to play the Astros, steal these fans on Hall of Fame, and we'll be right back after I beat the Houston Astros on Hall of Fame to steal their fans. We've stolen the 4 fans from the Houston Astros, which leaves them at 4 fans. And now we get to reinforce our fans. You want to reinforce them in this spot right here. Going to give you 7. We don't have any fans to move. As you can see, we're 1 all across the board except to where the 7 is. So we're going to skip to attack phase. In the attack phase here, we're going to go right after the Houston Astros again. This is going to allow you to actually play this game on veteran if you want. So I was mistaken, and I apologize for that whenever I said that before. You can actually play the Houston Astros to complete them on All-Star 2 times. You can steal fans on All-Star, and then you'll be able to play them on All-Star again. Because if you steal the fans, it's going to put you at 6 and them have 5, so it'll allow you to play on All-Star, which isn't too bad. So if you want to play 2 All-Star games after you've already beaten the Twins on Hall of Fame, you can do that against the Astros. And I think that's going to let you play the Arizona Diamondbacks on All-Star as well if you want afterwards. We'll find that out in a second here. I'm going to play the Astros on All-Star, not on Hall of Fame again, with the extra fans, because there's no point on me to play on any extra difficulty. I like playing on All-Star. I don't like playing on Veteran. So I'm going to play this game on All-Star here. Once we complete this game and get this Houston Astros stronghold, We'll be right back. We just took over the Houston Astros stronghold here. Now we're going to go down and play the Arizona Diamondbacks. I'm going to go this route right here because I think we're going to need to filter back out from the Diamondbacks stronghold at some point in time to get over to the Dodgers and San Diego Padres. In my head, I think that's how we're going to go route-wise. But let's get in here, play the Arizona Diamondbacks. Once again, you can play another game on All-Star if you like with a 4-7 fans deficit. So let's get in here, play these Arizona Diamondbacks, knock them out, and I'll be back after I play this game. The Arizona Diamondbacks have been taken over. This is going to leave us with 4 fans here. What I would do is I would then go after the Chicago Cubs, but we're just going to go right here for this space, and then we're going to skip to the Steel fan phase. The reason we're going to do this is because right now we're 3-7 against the Cubs. So if we go in here and play the Cubs, we got to play on Hall of Fame. I know there's guys out there that you don't want to play this on Hall of Fame if you don't have to. So what we're going to do, we're going to sit with the 3 fans. We're going to skip to the Steel fans phase. And then we're going to go in here. We're going to steal fans from the Milwaukee Brewers on All-Star. Because once we play against the Cubs here, and we've stolen the fans, because we're going to steal our fans, we're going to get 6 fans, which means we're going to be able to play the Cubs on All-Star. Then you're going to want to go over here. You're going to want to have to play the Milwaukee Brewers, but you don't want the Milwaukee Brewers to be one of those teams here that's going to have a lot of fans. You're going to want them to only have their 4 fans or maybe 5 fans if they get an extra fan on this round, because I don't know when fans start to regenerate on the strongholds. It happens periodically in these conquests. So that's why we're going to go steal from the Milwaukee Brewers here so that their fans are lower. And let's get in there, steal the fans on All-Star from the Milwaukee Brewers. When I'm done playing this game, we'll get back to dissecting this Conquest Extreme map. We stole our fans from the Milwaukee Brewers, which gave us 3 fans. The territories we had also gave us 3 fans. So as before, you see we were at 3 fans. Now we're up to 9. I reinforced. I think the video cut out whenever I was trying to reinforce. So I'm sorry you didn't get to see me reinforce the 6 fans, but that's why I have 9 fans here. So we're going to go right here, attack the Cubbies. We got an 8-8 million fan matchup, so we can play this game on All-Star. I'm going to knock this game out, and we're going to get back. So we conquered the Cubs stronghold. We're going to make our way to the Brewers now. Let's see if that 2 fans over there interacts with us or not. Okay, so here's what happened is they blocked me off. So we have the Brewers at 4 fans. My recommendation here is I would just play this game right here, this one game, and then I would go after the Brewers stronghold. Do not simulate this. And the reason I'm saying that, if you're a better player, you could simulate this, I'm sure, and get the simulate game here. You'll probably maybe lose a fan or 2, or you could get lucky and still have your 6 million fans afterwards. But if you lose a fan or 2, it could be a little bit harder to get over to the other side of the map. Me personally, if I have to steal fans on Hall of Fame or not, I can do that. To save me some time here, I'm just going to simulate and hope the computer doesn't screw me. See, I lost 1 fan there with it going 5-0, so that's not too bad. But if you lose a few fans there, you could get a little hosed. You're going to have to play some extra games when we get over down to these LA Dodgers and the San Diego Padres, I think. We're still on turn 3. The Brewers are a before turn 4 or on turn 4 stronghold, as I'll show you right here. We'll go down to the Brewers and find them. As you see, the Brewers are actually a turn 5, so it's really not as bad as I thought. We are going through this the quickest way, so the simulating's not a bad move. Simulating this tile here was actually not a bad move. You should probably always simulate it then, because this is a turn 5 stronghold. So you're going to get to play the Brewers over here on All-Star 4-4. Get it done. Knock out the Brewers. That's what I'm going to do right now. We just conquered the Brewers stronghold here. So what we're going to do is we're still in the attack phase, but there's really nowhere to go. It's not worth trying to simulate these and lose any fans. So we're kind of stuck in a spot here. So we're going to skip to the Steel fans phase. I've been bombarded by my dogs while recording this video. They want to eat. So what we're going to do is you're going to go in the Steel fans here. And for the Steel fans, you're going to want to go after, I believe, the Dodgers first. Because we're only on turn 4 once you've stolen the fans here. You're going to be on turn 4. As you can see, the Dodgers are for turn 6 and the Padres are for turn 6. So you're going to have 3 turns to play with, because we're on turn 3 right now in the Steel fan phase. once we've stolen the fans from the Dodgers, we're still only going to be on turn 4, and we should be able to get over to the Dodgers and play the Dodgers. So we're in a really good spot here to finish off this bottom quadrant here of this map well before 6 turns. So what you guys should do here, get in here, steal the fans against the Dodgers to get some more fans here. Just play it on All-Star for the 3 fans. It will be more than enough. So get in there, play the Dodgers, beat the Dodgers, and we'll be back. So we just stole some fans from the LA Dodgers. As you can see, they went from 8 to 5 after beating them on All-Star. You're going to want to reinforce your fans right here on this hexagon. And then you want to take your fans that are stuck over here, move them over to this hexagon as well. And we're going to go towards the LA Dodgers and take them over. Oh, I guess there's some hidden rewards on this path as well, so look out for those. There's a ball and there's a habit pack right there. And we're going to go right here in this open space. I would simulate this one game right here. We got an easy one right there. Went 9-0. That's what we like to see. And then now we're going to be here against the LA Dodgers, and it's going to be on All-Star or Veteran. If you want to play it on Veteran, I'm going to play it on All-Star. Once again, as we go out here, this is for the 6th turn. So you're going to get this on turn 4 for the Dodgers. The Padres have to be on turn 6 as well. So that's a pretty good, we're in a good spot right here on turn 4, being able to take over the LA Dodgers. Go in here, attack the LA Dodgers, go and get this dub, and we'll come back for the last little section of this video here where we attack the Padres and how we're going to go about that. The Dodgers have been conquered here, and we got 8 fans. We're just going to simulate over to the Padres stronghold here. Hopefully we don't get too hosed, but we also have 2 turns to play with. We can also steal fans if we need to, but we shouldn't have to, and I'll show you what we're going to do right here. We're going to attack here. Hopefully we don't get too hosed, and we can get a nice attack in. Yes, sir, we can. That's what I like to see. Going to go one more over here. I think that should put... Oh, another big dub right here. Back-to-back dubs. So that's going to actually let us play on All-Star, which I'm going to do. But actually, because we need to get it on 4 turn... Since we need to get it on the 6th turn, I'm actually going to show you what I would do just in case you lose some fans, so that this is a overall full scope of what a tutorial should be to get into this bottom quadrant here to knock out all these strongholds as you've seen within those 6 turns. So I'm actually not going to attack here. I'm going to skip to the steal fans phase. I'm not going to steal fans because we do have 6 to 8 here. I'm going to skip to reinforce. With the reinforced fans, we're going to reinforce on our stronghold right here. That's going to give you, skip the move phase. That's going to give you 13 fans to 9. Easily can play it on All-Star still in case you lose a few fans. No matter what, you should be at the very least, even if you lose a couple fans in that simulation there, you can easily steal some more fans if you have to. If not, you should be like a 7 to 9 matchup, which will give you All-Star. You can be on All-Star. This will give you 4 or 5 attempts on All-Star if you have to. We're going to easily be able to knock this out before the 6th turn. We're actually doing it on the 5th turn. We could have did it on the 4th turn. Let's get in here, knock out the Padres, and then you'll have the lower left quadrant of this map done, and we'll have to go to a reset. However, this is going to be part 1 of a 4-part series. Just get in here, knock the Padres out, and then we'll talk about what to do with the rest of the Conquest map. Alright guys, we're on turn 5. We just conquered the Padres, so you can easily do this lower quadrant of the map and conquer everybody in less than 6 turns. I only had to play 2 games on Hall of Fame, and one was a Steelers fan against the Astros, which we talked about a little bit earlier in the video, where I don't even think I needed to do it on Hall of Fame. I just did because I didn't know how many fans you were going to get. It's the first time I went through this, and I wanted to make sure that I gave you guys the best tutorial video that I could. So you could probably play every game on All-Star except for that Minnesota Twins game. And I don't even think you really have to do the Twins game. Well, on this side of the map, you do have to do the Twins game. So once you beat that Twins game on Hall of Fame, which was this game all the way up here, the first one you played on Hall of Fame in the first turn, then I would do this lower left quadrant of the map and knock this out of the way. You don't have to play another game on Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure you can knock them out all on All-Star. This is going to be the first video of what's going to be a 4-part series, and then I'll put all 4 of the parts together in one big video that'll probably be out tomorrow. But I'm going to try to knock out all 4 parts of the tutorial today. Might have the 4th part come out tomorrow, we'll see, or it might come out a little bit later tonight and be tagged as tomorrow. But I'm going to try to knock these out all day today, which is Sunday, and get these all knocked out for you guys. We just did the left lower quadrant here, and I broke it into quadrants and what quadrants are in 4s. And then the next video for part 2 is going to be the lower right quadrant. For part 3, I'm going to do the upper left quadrant. For part 4, I'm going to do the upper right quadrant. And then I'll give you a whole masterpiece video where I'm just going to take all 4 videos and put them together. They're not going to be like super edited together. However, I think that this will help you out, will help you guys get this Conquest done. And I actually think this is easier than the Showdown. I know the moments, some people, I've seen some people on Twitter, Facebook, and whatever else have had some trouble with the moments. And we're going to do those live on stream either tonight if I finish this Conquest map early enough. If not, we'll do the moments extreme on the Twitch channel Monday evening, knock all those out, and then we should have Lou Gehrig. But this is for the Conquest map. I hope this tutorial video helps you out. This is part 1 of 4. Guys, I appreciate all the support so far. Don't forget to comment, like, and share the video. I hope this one helps you knock out this lower left quadrant. You guys have a great day and be safe. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca at the Church of Chewbacca, and this is going to be part 2 of the 4-part series for the Extreme Conquest. This time around, we're going to do the lower right quadrant. I'm going to show you guys how to knock it out and get it done. That way you guys can hopefully get the points needed towards unlocking the Christian Yelich, the Nate Pearson, and the end goal, the Lou Gehrig. Guys, before I go over how to do this, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below what you guys think about part 1 of the tutorial video if you guys watched it, as well as what you guys think about this Extreme Conquest overall. Also, hit that notification bell so you know whenever I'm uploading more videos. I really appreciate all the support the channel's gotten. We continue to grow. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so we're going to start here. You start out with 7 fans, and we're going to work our way down towards the Washington Nationals. If you guys did part 1 of this series, you guys already know that we have the Minnesota Twins. So we're just going to go around them and ignore them this time around. So we're going down here to the Washington Nationals. As you guys can see, they're a turn 3 team. So we're already down here on turn 1 where we could possibly attack them. You'd have to play them on Legend, so we're not going to do that. Instead, what we're going to do is we're just going to skip to the Steal Fans phase, and we are going to steal the fans from the Washington Nationals. So we're not going to try to play any of these games on Hall of Fame. We're going to play them all on All-Star difficulty. If you can play on lower difficulty, then play it on lower difficulty. I'm going to do everything on All-Star difficulty. We're going to steal fans from the Nationals on All-Star for the 3 fans. When you steal fans, though, you're going to have to steal on All-Star. I'm telling you right now, steal the fans on All-Star. That's what you're going to have to do for anytime I mention steal fans. We're stealing on All-Star. If you want to play the strongholds on veteran or rookie, if that's an option, then play those strongholds on veteran or rookie. Steal fans, always All-Star. We're going to knock out this game right here against the Washington Nationals, and once we knock out this game, we'll be back. We just got done stealing fans from the Washington Nationals. We're going to take those fans, we're going to reinforce them right here to give us 7 fans total. Then we don't have anything to move. As you can see, we have all 1s and then the 7 where it's at. We're going to skip to the attack phase. And then we're going to go and attack the Washington Nationals here that have 5 fans. We're going to beat them on All-Star right here. So let's knock out this Washington Nationals game, get the dub on their stronghold, and then we'll be right back afterwards to keep going over this Extreme Conquest map. We just took over the National Stronghold. Now it is time to move on to the Philadelphia Phillies here. We're going to go down 1 square. It looks like the Twins are coming from behind us, but that doesn't really matter, to be honest. We're going to go in here for the Phillies. It's a 4-7 matchup. I would also play this one on All-Star right here. That way we're on the Phillies stronghold, gives us a little extra space. And as soon as we beat the Phillies, we'll keep on going with this Conquest Extreme tutorial. So we just finished conquering the Phillies here. We're going to move our hexagon over here to the Reds. It looks like we discovered a 10 bundle. We're not going to play the Reds because, as you can see, we have to play them on Hall of Fame. Instead, we're going to skip to the Steal Fans phase. And we're going to steal fans right here from the Atlanta Braves on All-Star. Because if you steal the fans from the Braves, you should be able to play them on All-Star as well. And we'll still be able to play the Cincinnati Reds on All-Star as well. Because we'll get 3 plus 3, so that'll give us 9. We'll be like 8 to 7 or 8 to 8. Alright, you're going to want to steal the fans, like I said, from the Atlanta Braves. Because it'll allow us to play the Cincinnati Reds still on All-Star. And then we'll go down to the Braves and be able to play the Braves on All-Star. So we want to steal the fans from the Atlanta Braves. Get those 3 million fans. And once you guys steal these fans, we'll be right back to keep going through the bottom right quadrant of this map. So we just stole 3 fans from the Atlanta Braves, which means we got to reinforce here. We're going to reinforce up to these 9 fans right on our spot right here. Then we're going to go in here. Oh, we don't got to move fans. We got to skip to attack fans. Then we're going to move on right here. We're going to move in on the Cincinnati Reds. We're going to play them on All-Star. Knock out this stronghold for the Cincinnati Reds. And then we'll be right back to keep going over the Conquest map. We just conquered the Cincinnati Reds. Now we got to move on over to the Atlanta Braves. Gonna move on down here. Oh, looks like the White Sox are up there doing things. We're just gonna skip the AI moves here. So we're more than okay with going here, stealing these fans, because even when we get knocked down to 4 right here, we're still gonna be more than fine to be able to play this game on All-Star. So let's go simulate one game against the Braves. Let's see if we get lucky again like we did last one. We did. 6-0. That's what we like to see. We're going to go in here, play the Atlanta Braves on All-Star, then we'll keep working on this Conquest map in this lower right quadrant once we knock this game out. We just got the Braves stronghold here. We got 5 fans left, and as you can see, we're kind of cornered in, can't go anywhere. So we're going to skip to the steal fans phase here, and we're going to steal the fans. We're going to play steal fans against the New York Mets. So we're going to steal the Mets fans here. I think at this point, if you wanted to steal some fans on veteran or rookie, you probably could. I would still try to steal them on All-Star. And I think right now we got more than enough leeway built in where when you get to this point and you've got to where we're at playing the Braves, because the Braves is really a turn 5 team, that we got more than enough leeway where if you don't get one of these steals fans, either this time around or the last steal fans phase, that you'd be more than fine having to use an extra turn. I'm building in that leeway in case you don't beat all of the steal fans. Like in case for whatever reason you lose a game against the steal fans, I built in some leeway, and I will build in as much leeway in this as I can while still playing all the games on All-Star. That way if you don't win all of the games, you can still complete this. Because I want you guys to get this Conquest Extreme done. I don't want you guys to have to deal with it anymore. I want you to get those 33 program points from this to work towards the Lou Gehrig. So go in here, play this on Steel Fans against the Mets on All-Star. Once we all beat this one, I'll see you guys back here to keep going over the Conquest map. We just conquered the New York Mets here. Now we have to reinforce. We're going to reinforce over on this stronghold that was, I believe, the Philadelphia Phillies. So we're going to reinforce right here, get up to 8 million fans, and we're going to move these 5 million to this 8 million. And now we're going to make our way over to the Mets. We're going to simulate a couple games here. You should still be fine even if you lose a few fans. As you can see, we went 10-0 there. We're going to go hopefully 9-0 here. Oh, 9-0 here. So we've had some good luck on the lower left quadrant as you've seen in part 1 and on the lower right quadrant in part 2. Now we're going to have to play the Mets here. You can play them on veteran if you want. I'm going to play them on All-Star. I just recommend playing everything on All-Star so the pitch speeds are the same, so the PCI size is the same. That way you get used to it from playing so many games, and it makes it easier for you guys. Let's knock this out, and then we'll be back, and we'll get to the very last stronghold in this bottom right quadrant after we beat the New York Mets a second time in a row on All-Star. We've just conquered the New York Mets stronghold here, so now we're going to go after the St. Louis Cardinals to wrap up this lower right squadron of this map. So we're just going to simulate 2 games, get to the St. Louis Cardinals. Looks like we got another nice simulation win there. And then we're going to skip here Oh, looks like we unlocked a prospect hidden reward. We're going to actually skip. Well, we can actually play this on all. We can play this on All-Star right now, but I'll show you guys that what I would probably say is the most advantageous, especially if you want to play on a lower difficulty. Because it's a 6-turn spot, you can actually skip the Steel Fans and go right to Reinforce here. You'll get another 6, and then you can go 12 and 9. You can go 12 to or 11 to 9 here. They'll give you a couple chances to play the game on All-Star if you need it without having to take any penalties. So if you lose a game, it's not too big of a deal. That's why I said I was trying to build in some leeway while doing this tutorial. That way if you lose a game here or there, it's not the end of the world. That way you can still complete this the first time around. You don't have to keep redoing it because obviously it's time consuming as it is. So you want to make sure you knock it out the first time. Let's play this game on All-Star right here, and then we'll do a recap of the path that I took and some methods that I used while playing the games, and what kind of advice I'd give to make sure you knock this out the first time. So we just conquered the St. Louis Cardinals, knocked out the last stronghold needed for this lower right quadrant. We did it in 5 turns. You really have 6 turns to get it done. You could even have done it in 4 turns, as you'd seen in the last little segment of the video before this one. Some suggestions for doing this, as you'll have to play every game on All-Star, is get the 4th or 5th guy in your rotation, get comfortable with that guy, maybe the 3rd guy in rotation. The guys I've been using the most is Lucas Giolito and Alec Mills. Both are the tops now card. If you have Greg Maddux or Walter Johnson from the bosses, if you put them in the 2 spot and Kluber in the 1 spot, you can get the Giolito and the Alec Mills in the 3 and 4, which I think are good matchups. I will say against the New York Mets, if you don't want to play Noah Syndergaard, who does throw the ball pretty hard, he is their 3rd pitcher, so don't use the 3rd spot against New York Mets. Everybody else, you're not going to get too many guys that throw hard going through this path. Don't worry, guys. If you lose a game here or there, it's not that big of a deal. I kind of built this tutorial to have a little bit of leeway so you have an extra turn to play with. If you're having any trouble, let me know in the comments down below. I'll try to help you out, give you some suggestions, give you some lineup suggestions. Also, guys, I appreciate all the support you've been giving me. Please don't forget to comment, like, and share this video. I really hope it's helping you guys out. Good luck with trying to complete this Conquest Extreme. Remember, this is part 2 of 4. We're going to do the upper quadrants next, and then I'll combine all of the videos into like a main master video. That way you can watch all 4 in a row if you want to reference them. I just figured breaking them down a little bit would be easier for you guys. Good luck once again. Have a great day and be safe. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and we've done the 2 lower quadrants of this map already in part 1 and part 2 of the Extreme Conquest tutorials that I put out. Now we're on to part 3 of the Extreme Conquest tutorial, and we are going to go after the top left quadrant. So the 5 teams that we're going to conquer their strongholds of is the White Sox, Rockies, Rangers, Angels, and Athletics. So we're going to take over those 5 teams in this one here. We're going to have to knock them out pretty quick. I'm going to show you the best path to do this with, as well as when you got to steal fans. We're going to try to play everything on All-Star once again to knock this out. I'm pretty sure it can be done. Before we get into going over this path in the video, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, as well as comment down below what you guys think about the first 2 parts of this Extreme Conquest, as well as what you think about it overall, how you guys are doing in the Extreme program itself to unlock Lou Gehrig. I appreciate all the support you guys have given me so far. Let's get into it. So to attack here, what we're going to do is we're going to go after the White Sox first, and then we're going to go down to the Colorado Rockies. So on the first turn here, we're going to go here, here, boom. We are going to play the Chicago White Sox with 4 to 7 fans on All-Star. I know they're a turn 2 stronghold. However, we want to get them in turn 1 right here and get them out of the way. That way they don't put anything on the map. We can just get them, boom, right there. And that'll cut down and allow us some space to get out of this bottleneck that they have here between the White Sox and the Rockies. So we're going to knock this out on All-Star. If for whatever reason you don't win this game to start, just restart and play the game again and do the same exact thing. It's okay if you lose this game. Don't worry about it, because this is the only time we're going to have to be able to play it on All-Star. If you lose it, you have to play the next time on Hall of Fame. So just restart the map, but you got to do this first one on All-Star. It's really going to make it a lot easier for us to get through this path. Let's knock out this game, and then we'll be back to continue working on the top left quadrant of this Extreme Conquest map. We just conquered the Chicago White Sox here in the first turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to go one spot down to the Rockies here, and then we're going to skip to the Steel Fans phase, because if you look at the Rockies here, we got to play them on Hall of Fame. We don't want to do that. We're trying to keep it on All-Star. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here. We're going to go to the Steel Fans right here, Steal the Fans. And the team we're going to steal from is actually the Texas Rangers. We're not going to steal from the Colorado Rockies, because if we steal from the Texas Rangers and we're successful, we'll be able to still play the Colorado Rockies on All-Star here, because we'll get a couple extra fans. I think we'll be up to 9 fans total. I believe so. It'll put us at 9 fans. It might put us at 8 fans. Either way, we'll be able to play the Colorado Rockies on All-Star, and then we'll be able to go down. We might have to simulate, as you can see, an hexagon here to play the Rangers, and we'll still be able to play them on All-Star as well, which will put us in turn 2, taking over the Rockies and the Rangers. And I believe we have to get the Anaheim Angels. I think they're also a turn 3 team. So that's kind of the strategy that we're going with. Let's double check on the Angels here just to make sure. As you guys can see, the Angels are another team that you have to get on or before turn 3. And we're going to have to do them turn 3. There's no way to get to them turn 2 without playing on like Hall of Fame and Legend. So what we're going to do right here is we're going to, like I said, steal fans from the Rangers. That way we can be done with the Rangers in turn 2. Then we can focus on the Angels for turn 3. Steal their fans on turn 3. Now, when you get to the A's that are in the corner, the Oakland Athletics, you're going to see that they are a turn 5 team. So once we get them with the Angels, we got 2 turns to get over to the A's. So it's not a big deal. But that's why we're going to go in, steal fans from the Rangers here. It's all strategy. That's what I'm trying to make it easier for you guys. So when we steal the fans here, go to the Rangers. We're going to steal fans on All-Star. Now, I will let you guys know that you're going to have to win these first 3 games on All-Star, no matter what. You're going to have to go and play the White Sox on All-Star and beat them. You're going to have to play the Rangers here when you steal the fans and beat them on All-Star. You're going to have to beat the Rockies on All-Star after this. So those first 3 games, you're going to have to beat them on All-Star. Like I've been saying, strategy-wise, try to load up Lucas Giolito and Alec Mills in your 3 and 4 rotation spots. See which pitcher works a little bit better for you and knock them out with those pitchers, because they have really good hits per 9, so the computer doesn't hit them too hard. Keep the ball nice and low. The computer shouldn't hit you too well. You shouldn't have to score more than 2 runs in these games. Some games you only have to score 1 run. Warm up your bullpen right away, because you can bring in a closer right after the first inning with one of your starters if they're maybe a little bit fatigued or whatever else. That's some strategy, because you're going to have to win these first 3 games on All-Star at the very least. I know I said it's going to all be on All-Star, but you have to win these games. There's not leeway in the first 3 or 4 games when you get to these upper quadrants. There is leeway at the back end, though, so just make sure you focus on these All-Star games. You might even be able to play the back end on veteran or rookie. We'll find out. So we just got done stealing fans against the Colorado Rockies, and what we're going to do here is we're going to reinforce where we got 3 fans here. Put us up to 7 fans. We don't have any fans to move, so we're going to skip to the attack phase. We're going to go to the attack phase here. We're going to play the Rockies on All-Star. After doing some math and looking at it, I don't know if we're going to be able to make it to the Angels in turn 2, but that's okay. They're a turn 3 stronghold anyway, and we'll be able to steal some more fans, reinforce, and all that stuff. We'll look at the map and kind of how we're going to approach it after we beat the Rockies here on All-Star. So we've conquered the Rockies here. Now we're going to make our way down to the Texas Rangers. We're not going to play them, though, because they are a turn 3 stronghold team, so we're not going to play them right here. But we are going to simulate this here to get it down to less fans so that we're right at the stronghold. We lost a fan there, but that's not a big deal, because we've already played the Texas Rangers here. We're at the point where we just have to steal fans against the Angels, and we'll be able to get over there. We might have to play some games, though, against the computer to get over there just to be safe, because simulating it to get over there might be a little tricky. We're probably going to have to play a game or 2 extra on All-Star Veteran to get over there, but we'll see once we skip to the steal fans phase here. We're going to see how we can get over to the Angels, but first off, we got to steal fans against the Angels, because the Angels are I believe, another turn 3 team, so we have to get over there strategically. So we're going to steal fans against the Angels right here, knock them down a little bit further. You're going to have to play this on All-Star as well. Knock that out of the way. Once you get back from playing them on All-Star, we'll figure out how to get over to the Angels. Like I said, we might have to play some extra games against singular hexagons to just get those fans, because simulating it might be a little bit too risky to get over there on turn 3, because you don't want to lose your fans in those low matchups. But let's play this on All-Star right now, and then we'll come back and we'll explain how we're going to get over the Angels. Obviously, we're going to have to take the Rangers stronghold first. So we just stole fans from the Angels. Now we're at the reinforce phase here. We're going to put 5 fans right here. That's going to give us 8 total. We got nothing to move, so we're going to skip to the attack phase. Now we're in turn 3. We're going to go against the Texas Rangers here. If you want to knock this one out on veteran, by all means go for it. I'm going to play it on All-Star though. Like I said, I recommend playing everything on All-Star. That's way the pitch speed stays the same. Once we get done with the Rangers here, it's going to get into a little bit of a sticky situation. I'm going to show you what I'd advise to do. I might simulate afterwards. We'll see. I'm going to think on it while I'm going through it. Let's all knock out this Texas Rangers game, and then we'll figure out how to attack the map to get to the Angels in this turn 3 without losing too many fans, so we can get over there and play the game on All-Star. I'll see you guys once we beat the Texas Rangers. Okay, so we just captured the Texas Rangers stronghold right here. And essentially what we're going to do, we're going to have to play these games. I know it's tedious and it makes it a little bit longer, but we're going to have to do it. So we're going to pop in here and play the Texas Rangers another time. Now, you're going to have like a 6-1 game. If you want to just pop in here and play an easy one on rookie, you can. I'm going to play this game on All-Star because, like I said, I play all my games against the computer on All-Star or higher just because the pitch speed's better for me. If not, I'm way, way, way ahead of the ball. Even on All-Star, sometimes I'm like pretty ahead of it. So I'm going to play it on All-Star here. But you guys are going to have to knock out these games because we have to get to the Los Angeles Angels. As I'll show you in the map real quick, we have to get to the Los Angeles Angels over here. And this will put us, so if we're going over there, it's going to put us from 7 to 6 to 5. Then we're going to have to go to 4. And then we're going to have to play 4 against 4 or 3 against 4. So you can lose one time out of these 2 games here if you have to on All-Star. Or if you want to play them on lower difficulty, that's fine. You can lose one of these 2 and it's okay. Because as long as we get over here with 3 fans and go to that 4-2, I believe it'll let us play on All-Star. And that's the goal, is to play on All-Star. So I'm going to attack this, play it on All-Star here. Once I play this game, I'll get back in here and we'll go over me getting over there and show you. Maybe we might have to play an extra game there. We'll see what the Anaheim Angels hexagon does, if it goes down or if it goes over. If it goes over, we're going to have to play them twice. So we just beat that hexagon against the Texas Rangers here. Now we're going to move over. We're going to attack one more time with the 5 here. And we're going to skip whatever the AI is doing. We don't care about that. We're going to go in right here again against, well, this time not again against the Rangers, but this time we have to go in against the Angels. We can play this on All-Star. We pretty much have to play it on All-Star because that's the only way we're going to get another game on All-Star. We have to play this game because this will put us at 4 fans and then play it on All-Star, or if you want to play this on Veteran, you can. But we have to win this one because in the next matchup, we're going to have 4 fans on the hexagon next to the stronghold of the Angels, which will allow us to play on All-Star still. So that's going to be what we have to do. Unfortunately, we have to play some of these extra games just to be safe so we can make sure that we play on All-Star. And I think it's a lot easier to play these games on All-Star and have to play an extra 2 games rather than having to try to play this on Hall of Fame, to be honest with you. Also, earlier in the video, as you guys saw, I simulated and I lost a fan there. If I would have played that game, we'd actually have an extra fan and we would get 2 takes at the Angel Stronghold, or we could lose a game here or there. So if you don't want to simulate and take that chance that I did early on, I would play that game as well if you have to. Let's play this game against the Angels on All-Star, knock it out. Once we get done with this, we'll go and attack the Angel Stronghold when we come back. So we conquered a hexagon that had 2 fans on it. Now we get to play the Angels and conquer their stronghold here. We're going to get to play it on All-Star. You're going to get 1 chance on All-Star unless you played that game earlier, that you've seen the script where I said don't simulate. So if you only got where I'm at right now, you get 1 chance at this on All-Star. If not, you're going to have to come back and play them on Hall of Fame. So this game's going to be clutch for you guys. Good luck. Knock it out. I know you guys can do it. Don't get too frustrated. If for whatever reason you don't win it, there's other options that you can come back in the 3rd turn and just sprint right to the Angels and figure it out. I can help you guys out on how to navigate that if for whatever reason you get stuck and you have to get back to the Angels for turn 3. Because this top half of the map's a little bit harder. I understand that. This is where the extreme part of this Conquest really kind of comes in a little bit. Even though it's only an All-Star, it can still be a little bit hard. Good luck. Let's get in here, knock out this game against the Angels, and move on, and we'll figure out how to conquer the Oakland Athletics and wrap up this top left quadrant of the map. So we captured the Angel stronghold before or on turn 3, just like we needed to. Now the last one left is the Oakland Athletics. And as you guys can see, looking at the goals here, it takes on or before 5 turns for the Oakland Athletics or the A's. So this shouldn't be a bad one. You really got 2 turns to play with to go and get them. Let's go in here. We're going to go to the steal fan phase. We're going to steal fans from the Oakland Athletics because I think we're going to have to play 2 games anyways. So in this steal fans phase, you can either steal fans right now from the Oakland Athletics, or you cannot do that. You can just skip to the reinforce. I'm going to skip to the reinforce and see how we can get over there. Maybe we can get some luck here. So that's going to put us at 7, right? We're not going to move any fans. We have any fans to move. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to simulate this game because worst comes to worst, we can always reinforce again and just get the Oakland Athletics on turn 5 to save some time here. We're going to simulate. Hopefully we get 6-0 here. Oh, we lost a fan. So we're going to be here at 5. Oh, 10-pack. That's nice. So it looks like they blockaded us off again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip to the Steals fans phase here. We probably should have just stole the Oakland Athletics fans anyways, just a brute force there. We're going to skip to steal fans. It's the 4th turn. It'll be the 5th turn when I steal fans. I recommend playing the Oakland Athletics here, stealing 3 fans from them on All-Star. Get you some extra fans. We should have did that anyway. I was just trying to see if we could maybe peruse our way in there on a little quick simulation to see if we could get over there. Because I didn't know how the Oakland Athletics were going to act. They obviously shore up their stronghold. So we're going to steal the fans with the Oakland Athletics right here. Get those 3 fans, come back in after we steal the fans from them, and we're going to go take over their stronghold, finish off the top left quadrant here, and get even closer to finishing this Conquest Extreme. Alright, so we got out of the game trying to steal the fans from the Oakland Athletics. Unfortunately, I got RNG'd by the computer there. We're playing with a lot of wind coming into the stadium, and I got robbed on a couple balls. It should have been home runs, ended up losing the game 2-1. It happens, but this is a good example that you can actually lose in the steal fan phase, especially once you get past everything to the Oakland Athletics and still get there. This is going to take a little bit longer road. So typically we would have 7 fans to reinforce, and I would just simulate a 12-2. But we're going to go 9 here, and we're just going to do it a little bit harder. We're going to have to physically, instead of moving fans, we're going to have to skip to the attack phase here. We're going to go in there. We're going to have to play a game, whether it's on rookie, whether it's on veteran or not. We can't afford to lose a bunch of fans here, so I'm going to play this game on All-Star, and then we'll get to the Oakland Athletics stronghold, and I'll knock it out. So we still got to our end goal here. I just beat that hexagon. Now we're at a 8-8 right now, as you can see with the Oakland Athletics stronghold. We lost a few fans along the way. Like I said, there is some leeway built into this. We're on turn 5. All we got to do is go in here and beat the Oakland Athletics on All-Star. We'll get to play them, I think, 2 or 3 times on All-Star still, because you'll get this game, at least one more game, and I think 5-8 might also be an All-Star game. Not 100% sure exactly how the math adds up when it comes to Conquest. However, go into Stronghold, beat the Oakland Athletics on All-Star, and then we'll be done with the top half left side of the Extreme Conquest, and that's really the goal of this Part 3 tutorial. So I'm going to go in here, play this All-Star game. When I come back out, we will do a quick recap of the path and kind of what I use to get there. And of course, I'll have a discussion about how there is leeway in there. As you guys have seen, I lost one of the Steel fan games and it wasn't the end of the world. We just conquered the Oakland Athletics stronghold, which means we've conquered the upper left quadrant of the Conquest Extreme map, which is really good. As you can see, there was some mistakes here and there. I lost that one game, so you can lose when you're stealing fans later on when you get towards the Oakland Athletics. Early on in this, though, you're going to have to be pretty clean and crisp. You can't lose too many games. You got to play them on All-Star. If you do lose a game early on, you're going to have to play at least one game on Hall of Fame. You guys want to avoid that. But follow this video. It'll help you get to that path to get the Oakland Athletics. As you've seen, I wasn't even stressing. We still got 7 fans over there, so we still have more than enough chance to take over Oakland Athletics more than one time. Some suggestions for playing Conquest, as I mentioned in the other 2 videos, is try to use your 3rd and 4th pitcher in your rotation. I personally like tops now Lucas Giolito. That's my favorite. I've kind of gone away from Alec Mills. He's all right, but I prefer the Giolito. He's a free card. Everyone should have him. You can easily make him in your 3rd spot if you have 2 other 99s in your rotation. Stack your lineup with as much as you can. Try to put some speed in there. Steal some bases if you need to. Anything you can do to score a couple runs. If you got to be a little cheesy, that's okay versus a computer. You just got to score a couple runs. And then make sure you warm up your relievers at the beginning of games. Because you can bring in your relievers in the 2nd, 3rd inning. Close out the game. Use your best relievers every time. And just go out there and get those dubs. Hopefully you guys have a successful run doing this upper left quadrant here of this part 3 of 4 in this series. I hope the video really helps you guys out. Don't forget to comment, like, and share this video. That way we can continue to grow the channel. I appreciate all the support. You guys have a great day and be safe. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca, back at the Church of Chewbacca, and we're going to go over the top right upper quadrant of this Extreme Conquest map, which means we're going to conquer the Cleveland Indians, the Toronto Blue Jays, the Tampa Bay Rays, the New York Yankees, and the Boston Red Sox. So for this, the Blue Jays and Indians are turn 2 stronghold teams. The Rays and the Yankees are turn 3 stronghold teams, and Boston is a turn 5 stronghold team. So I'm going to give you guys the path to get this done. You're only going to have to play the games on All-Star difficulty. You're going to knock these games out. We're going to go over them step by step. Before I get into going through how to knock out this upper right quadrant here, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell so you know whenever I'm uploading more videos, as well as comment down below what you guys think about the first 3 parts of this 4-part series, as well as the Extreme Conquest overall, and maybe even the Extreme program. Let me know how you guys are working through it. If you guys enjoy it, you guys don't enjoy it. I do think that the rewards are pretty good, as I mentioned in my Extreme program review, especially that Nate Pearson. I think he could be an ace on almost anybody's team. Now that we've kind of gone over what we're going to do, let's get into it. We're going to start off here. We have 7 fans. We're going to work our way towards the Cleveland Indians to start. We're going to get to the Cleveland Indians here. We're going to play them on All-Star. There's 4 to 7 fans. Like I mentioned in part 3 of this 4-part series, is make sure this first game, you have to play it on All-Star in the first turn. Knock it out. If for whatever reason you don't beat the Indians on All-Star here, it's not the end of the world. Just reset the map and play this game over again. This is one of those good warm-ups if you haven't played for the day at all yet, to get in there playing All-Star right away. But you guys knock it out. I'm going to go beat them, and then we'll be right back to keep going over this Extreme Conquest map. We just conquered the Cleveland Indians, so we're still on turn 1 here. What we're going to do is we're going to go down here, go to the Toronto Blue Jays, and we're not going to play them because if we play them, we got to play them on Hall of Fame. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip the rest of the attack phase. We're going to go to the steal fans phase, and we're going to steal fans from the Tampa Bay Rays. Because what's going to happen is we have 3 fans here. We're going to steal 3 fans from the Tampa Bay Rays, and I think we're going to get 2 fans based on the 5 hexagons we have. I think that's how that works. Either way, we're going to be able to reinforce up to 8 fans, I believe. And then we'll be able to play the Blue Jays on All-Star. The Rays will be knocked down, and we'll be able to claim the Rays on turn 2 as well on All-Star, is how it should work, I believe. If not, we can always get the Rays on turn 3 as well as the Yankees. We'll see how the fans play out. But we're going to go in here. We're going to steal fans against the Tampa Bay Rays, because like I said, we want to knock them down to only having 4 fans on their stronghold. That way we can play them on All-Star here in a second. So we just managed to steal some fans from the Tampa Bay Rays here. Now we're in the reinforce phase. We're going to reinforce right here at this hexagon. We don't have any other things to move fans to, so we're going to skip to the attack phase. In the attack phase, we're going to go right after the Blue Jays here. And by going after the Blue Jays, we're going to have to play them on All-Star here. We're 6 to 8 million fans. So it looks like we only got 4 fans whenever we were reinforcing there. So let's beat the Blue Jays on All-Star. We're still on turn 2 here, so we can having more than enough time to get over to where we need to get to. So let's conquer the Blue Jays stronghold on All-Star, and then we'll be right back. We just got done conquering the Toronto Blue Jays. We're still on turn 2 here. The Rays and the Yankees are turn 3 teams. So we're going to go here towards the Rays, and it looks like they're going to fan out here. And what we're going to do is to secure this right here. We want to play this hexagon. We could simulate and get it over here, and we'll be more than fine. But let's play this one right here. Let's play it on All-Star. That'll leave us with 3 fans, and we might be able to still play the Rays on All-Star here on this turn. Still, we'll find out. But we're going to go in and we're going to play this hexagon right here. Play it on All-Star. You can play it on Veteran or Rookie as well, but I'm going to play it on All-Star. I'm going to knock this out. We'll be right back. So we just played that hexagon against the Tampa Bay Rays. What we're going to do here, and this is going to be a little bit different than what we did in the left quadrant. You could actually use this on the upper left quadrant if you wanted to. Because obviously I'm doing this playing more games way. The last time I did it, maybe a little bit faster way, a little bit better player. This time on the other quadrants, since they kind of mirror each other a little bit, we're going to go in here, right here. We're going to play Tampa Bay, conquer their stronghold on All-Star, right? So when we're conquering this stronghold, allow us to pop off, and possibly, if we beat the Tampa Bay Rays right away, we could possibly take an extra hexagon or 2, which could help us out when reinforcing, going towards the Yankees to make sure we get them in turn 3 and make it a little bit easier for us. So let's get in here. We're going to beat the Tampa Bay Rays on All-Star, and then we'll be right back. We just conquered the Tampa Bay Rays here, and we're going to go and attack some open hexagons here. And it's going to put us to the steal fan phase. And we're going to beat the steal fan phase here. And we're going to want to steal fans from the New York Yankees. The reason I say we want to steal fans from the New York Yankees here and not the Boston Red Sox, because typically we want to go a little bit further on the map. We want to steal from the New York Yankees to make sure we can play this on All-Star here. If we steal from the Boston Red Sox, they're a turn 5 team. We're only on turn 2 here. We'll be on turn 3 once we get through the steal fan phase. So it's just a better bet to steal from the Yankees because you'll for sure be able to play them on All-Star difficulty, as well as we might be able to just simulate whatever it is to get to the Yankees, especially if we stole in the fans to save us some time here. Because we did these 3 strongholds by turn 2 right here, when these are turn 2 strongholds, these 2 right here, and then the one down here is a stronghold 3. When we got them knocked out all by turn 2, and in the position that we're in, it allows us a little bit of leeway. So what we're going to do is we're going to steal fans against the New York Yankees here. And then once we steal these fans, we'll be right back to explain the rest of the Extreme Conquest map, the upper right quadrant. So we've stolen fans from the New York Yankees. We got 6 fans to reinforce right here on this hexagon. We're going to reinforce them, go to 7 fans. And then what we're going to do right here is, skip the move fans phase, go to the skip to attack phase here. Then we're going to go and attack this. So here's the thing. If you guys want to gamble, you can simulate this and hope that you still have 4 fans. However, I recommend playing it. So you're going to play these 2 to 6 fans on Veteran if you want. I'm going to play it on All-Star. Pop in here, play it real quick, knock this out, then we'll be right next to the Yankees stronghold, ready to take them out. After taking over the hexagon, we're right next to the Yankee stronghold. We're going to go in here right now. We're going to play the Yankees on All-Star, knock this one out, and then we'll continue to get to the back end of this upper right quadrant against the Boston Red Sox. Let's knock this one out, guys, on All-Star. So we just conquered the Yankee stronghold here. Now we're going to move over towards the Boston stronghold. We're still in the attack phase. So we're just going to take this hexagon right here. Looks like we get 5 bonus of habit packs, because still whatever the computer's doing. We're going to slide right into this territory, and we're actually not going to go in on Boston because we got to play them on Hall of Fame, but instead we're going to skip to the steal fans phase. We're not going to steal fans here. We don't have to. We're going to be able to get high enough. We're going to get at least 4 fans reinforced here where we can just play Boston. So if you want to skip this steal fans phase here to save some time, we're just going to skip the reinforce. We get 5 fans out of this. That's going to put us at an 8 to 9 deficit, but it's going to let us, we don't have to move any fans here. We're going to skip back to attack phase. It's going to let us play it on All-Star. We're going to get 1 shot at All-Star. Now, the big thing about this is Boston is a 5-turn team. So all you got to do right here is pop in, boom, attack the Boston Red Sox right here, win this game on All-Star, and we'll be done with the upper right quadrant. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the Boston Red Sox on All-Star, knock this game out, and we're going to be done with it. We're going to come back, do a quick recap of how I think you should go about getting this done when it comes to lineups, pitchers, and whatnot. Pop in here, guys. Let's all knock out this game. Get this upper right quadrant knocked out of the way. Good luck. This should be your last game for this one. Knock it out on All-Star. So we finished the upper right quadrant in 4 turns. We could have 5 turns to finish it, but we finished it in 4. This is the path you guys need to take to get this done. You want to just conquer these 5 strongholds. It's not too hard. I played every single game on All-Star. It takes about 9 to 10 games. My recommendation is use Lucas Giolito. I used him pretty much this whole time. In the first lower left quadrant when I was doing part 1, I used Alec Mills some and a little bit in part 2. But afterwards, I realized Giolito is the go-to guy. Throw his fastball in and high and away and low, and then throw his slider low and away or low and in. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you throw his slider in the bottom left corner. Throw in the changeup every once in a while. Mix it up. He'll be fine. And then bring in your 2 best relievers, preferably a lefty and a righty if you have them. And just use the same pitching staff. Get used to how their pitches work and what guys don't really hit. Make sure you use players in your lineup that are your best players. You want to stack your lineup. Don't worry about getting innings for the Conquest Extreme, because once you've knocked out all 4 parts and finish getting all the strongholds, as you will see from the goals, we have knocked out every single stronghold goal here. The only things we got left is steal fans, conquer 100 territories, acquire 125 fans, conquer all strongholds, and conquer all territories. So with the 4-part series that I gave to you guys, and this is the 4th part of that, we'll get all the strongholds knocked out of the way. And now you can just play this at your leisure. Make sure that you steal another 10 fans, because obviously if you're doing them parts 1 through 4, you're going to end up here with the 6 steal fans. Just make sure you steal 10 more fans at some point in time while conquering the map, and just play this at your own pace now. You guys have done enough Conquest to know that then you can just play the rest of it on Rookie if you want. You've done all the hard things. Just enjoy the little bit of the grind that it is. You're going to have to obviously replay some of these strongholds and, like I said, steal some more fans, but not too big of a deal. Just knock out the map from here on out. Then you get those 33 program points towards the Yelich, Pearson, and Lou Gehrig. I hope that the tutorials have helped you out, all 4 of them. I will be coming out, like I said, with a video that combines all 4 of them. That way you can just watch that video if you want to reference one singular video that you can like bookmark or whatever. But I will obviously have all 4 parts. And I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. I hope they really helped you guys out. And I really hope that you guys succeed in completing this Extreme Conquest. Don't forget to comment, like, and share on this video, as well as share the channel with any of your friends that do play MLB The Show 20. I appreciate all the support. Let's continue to grow this YouTube channel and community together. You guys have a great day and be safe.